So, Shapeshifters is the second track on our debut release title, Madman EP. Long story short, the EP is an examination of a number of cultural norms that we believe contribute to the overall harm that is perpetuated by our society. This song really just represents our plea for others to analyze the characteristics that they emulate as a result of trying to fit in or be more acceptable to others.
More often than not, we allow ourselves to be convinced that the only way that our society will accept us is if we conform ourselves to others' expectations. This becomes a kind of mental prison that prevents an individual from being able to fully explore, understand, and express who they really are. I guess we just really want the song to encourage people to explore what they can be if they choose to ignore culture's overbearing expectations of it.
So Shapeshifters as a song discusses the philosophical and sociological complexities that surround identity and self-projection in the context of society. As social creatures, humans deal with an inherent tension between self-actualization and conforming to the expectations of others. To be alive is to be perceived, I guess. In our struggle to understand who we are as people, we also have to be mindful of how others perceive us and how that affects, how we navigate our social interactions. Shapeshifters as a song is our attempt to open up conversation about what is rightfully to be expected of human beings who occupy the social sphere, and is what is fairly, open to being criticized in terms of what others can actually expect of you. So with this music video, we tried to manifest the above concepts on a more individual level. Oftentimes we hide ourselves and our insecurities behind actions or behaviors or expectations that society places on us. Instead of living authentically, we cultivate a mask for ourselves that makes us more tolerable to others. And to represent that tension and that struggle, we use a character that really could be considered a like an everyman character, kind of like from the medieval morality plays. And then running alongside that, or I guess opposite to that everyman character, we have a madman character who represents the struggle for enlightenment and intellectual freedom. And so eventually these two characters meet, and their interaction really represents an intellectual awakening for the everyman character, who, being plagued by social expectations, for most of his existence, is now set free from the need to hide his insecurities from those around him. So,
the hardest part in the filming process was after the final breakdown towards the end of the song. There's a part where the everyman character, which is wearing the mask, looks at his reflection through the mirrored mask on the madman. It's at this point that the everyman has to reflect upon his own life and see the outer cover-ups of his insecurities. At that part, I was playing the madman, and I had two masks on at the same time, which really hindered my vision. The guys at the Affleck Studios asked me to take a few steps, look at the camera a certain way, and I really just couldn't even see where I was going, where the camera was, etc. So that took us at least 6 or 7 takes to be able to get that shot spot on.
So as Tom previously mentioned, the madman character featured in this video is sort of like a personification of our social criticism. The ones who admittedly express their dissenting opinions often are labeled as crazy or mad because the culture they are in doesn't understand where they're coming from. A lot of the opinions we express through our music are intentionally subversive. So we are planning on using this character to symbolically represent those opinions throughout the rest of our upcoming material.
So what we have coming up for the future is we've got our new EP that's going to be released in the next few months, really, with Imminence Records. We're in the middle of finishing writing and recording all of that, so that'll be coming out pretty soon. We're also planning to, with the release of that EP, hit the road, probably be heading up the East Coast. Definitely stay tuned for some more information on that. We're super excited about what's coming up, and just appreciate you guys. Wait, am I supposed to be talking to fans right now?
Yeah.
But yeah, we just really also want to just say thank you for everyone who's been following us, all our fans, seeing us just progressing over the last few years. We really appreciate you and looking forward to hopefully seeing you guys across the country.